cosine plus tangent.
That sounded like a smoke.
I'll get some more and I'll start them on this side of the room tomorrow.
That's exactly what we're doing now. We are getting pictures.
So, well, just so we can put that to bed. Next time you drive through any small town in America, if there's like a Ben Franklin or a Walgreens or something like that, just pop in there. They're probably like $1 a box. Buy them and I'll pay you. I'll pay you double.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Kind of like that's how drug deals usually work. You buy and sell them.
I drive through a lot of small towns all the way.
There's a Ben Franklin in Ironton, Michigan. I go there all the time. I like 50.
They have a stockpile.
Make $100.
Okay.
I've never seen
this
this.
thing. There are several different ways to go about problems like this. And if I'm looking at this, I'm thinking the right side cosine plus tangent, that's not very attractive, cosine plus tangent, but the left side is way worse. So I'm not thinking the right side is what I want to touch. I want to maybe use the left side. Anything good over on the left side jumping out at you?
1 minus sine squared x.
Ooh, 1 minus sine, well, wait a minute, the 1 minus sine squared, they're not next to each other.
That's okay.
So what?
Okay. You guys would be surprised at some of the algebra group questions made. 1 minus sine squared, better known as
Cosine
squared.
cosine squared. So I could call this cosine squared of x plus sine of x all over cosine of x. That's a pretty good first move.
Hey, look, it's a sine of x.
Oh, who just said that?
That was me.
20 years? That's
She did.
That was so mean.
I heard it. I came down.
Fight.
Alright, if you do bunny ear this thing, cosine squared over cosine plus sine over cosine. That's a great move. And we're trying to figure out whether or not that's equal to cosine plus tangent.
This one's just Christopher Cross.
No.
Oh, across the middle. Split it up.
Are those equal?
Yeah.
Left side you can cancel a cosine and you can call sine over cosine tangent. And those match. Or if you wanted to kind of make this a pain in the butt, you could take the right side and multiply this by cosine over cosine and change tangent into sine over cosine. And they would still match. No, yeah, why would you do that? It doesn't matter. As long as the two sides are equal, they could be extremely ugly. As long as they're equal, your proof is over.
When it becomes super awful.
So the left side, I'm just going to call that cosine plus tangent does equal cosine plus tangent.
Candy cigarette.
Cigarette.
Maybe you should make it like dotted so it could be like powdered sugar and you'd be less likely to be blackmailed.
I feel like my first name.
That looks way better.
I think that's make the line dotted particles.
Okay, do we have that much time to really draw that intricate of a... Shoot, sorry, Alex.
What is going on now?
I'm sure I'll get an email from somebody.
Keep calling over there.
Why are you glorifying cigarettes in my child's class?
Candy
Cigarette
cigarette.
email because you guys have done a fantastic job of it. Okay. I've never, ever, I can actually say this honestly, I've never tried a cigarette.
Good
And I'm
job.
like, old man.
You are.
I know, never. Never even tried.
Good work.
Can you say that?
Yeah.
Legitimate?
Yeah.
Legitimately, yes.
What is
I'm
it?
talking like today.
Legitimately not trying to.
Okay, this one,
No, illegitimate.
not a whole lot of fun. Both sides of this are kind of gross, I think. Secant over tangent, that's not very attractive. That really doesn't mean anything. And the right side can't even be bunny-eared, so that's not very attractive either.
Upside down
But
butter.
secant and tangent can be changed into
We could.
I imagine
So-
you have to do that.
This might be one of those cases where maybe you're better off trying to clean up both sides and see if they match. You know, if you decide that you're going to clean up both sides, here's a recommendation. take one side and do something to it, then take the other side and do something to it. Because if it so happens that they match each other anywhere along the line, you're done. They don't have to get down to the simplest they can be, they just have to match. So for instance, the secant over tangent, if I call it 1 over cosine divided by sine over cosine. So left side, maybe I'll just leave that alone for a minute and see how we do on the right side. The right side, the tangent,
Sine over cosine.
sine over cosine. And secant, 1 over cosine minus, I suppose, cosine over 1. Well, we don't know if that matches or not. I'm thinking, at this point, there's no way I'm going to do anything to the left side that's going to make it look like this. I mean, I suppose I could, but what a pain that would be. So at this point, the left side, maybe I'm just going to leave B. And I'll do another step over on the right side. So we learned how to do that kind of thing yesterday. We know how to deal with crap like that on the right side. Complex fraction,
Chris
Criss over cross would probably be a smart move. So I've got a sine over cosine on top. In the denominator, I can do 1 minus cosine squared over cosine. It's 1 minus cosine squared.
Sine squared.
Whoa.
It's true, that is sine squared. So this I can call sine squared.
What?
And then you have to flip
Now, kind of a small deal, but important to me. If you're going to do a proof like this, and you're going to take 1 minus cosine squared and you're going to replace it with the sine squared, if you totally obliterate the 1 minus cosine squared, so I can't tell what was there to begin with, it's going to be hard for me to grade your problems. So if you're going to cross it off, but don't make it disappear completely. I need to see it. Sort of like when we were doing difference quotients. I didn't want you to eliminate everything when you started canceling crap. So at least just let me see it so I can follow your thinking. Well, I don't know.
flip and
What do you think? Flip and multiply? You know, might as well flip and multiply both sides. 'Cause on the left side, that's a pretty easy flip and multiply. This would become 1 over cosine times cosine over sine on the left side. And on the right side, that would be sine over cosine times
cosine over sine squared.
cosine over sine squared. Is this going to work?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I can do, let's see, cosine and cosine cancel, I'm left with 1 over sine. Cosine and cosine, sine and sine, I'm left with 1 over sine. Can I stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not as simple as they
Wait,
could be.
you gotta
They
smile
could
and
both be cosecants, but there's no point.
Like cigarette.
So they already equal each other? That was a doozy.
Is this like a necessary thing?
Oh, 2.
Double barrel.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
Whoa.
For show. All right.